It's your turn to be the game master. How do you keep all the lore, monsters, and treasures straight? Introducing the Beadle and Grimm's Game Master's Journal. Start by choosing your cover art, add text to remind you why you play, then plan your adventures with over 200 pages for character backstory, encounters, session logs, and more. When the campaign is over, you'll have a record of your character's bravery, cowardice, or both. Probably both.
Woo, 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 woo. I don't know where it went. Woo, woo, woo. Why not? Hi everyone.
You've gone flashback too early. That's the flashbacks.
It was like we should be doing that. Actually, that it's more than you know, Steve. Get back in your box. Anyway, welcome back. This is Band of Badgers. I'm Dave, your GM and host for this session, and this is our Dragonlance campaign. Now we are one person down, so Lauren's not going to be joining us. So all we're going to do, we're not going to have any kind of backstory stuff. We're just going to take the mini off the board, plonk it to the side of the table, and we're going to crack on because that's what we do best. But before we get into any of that, one of the things I wanted to say is why everyone's here is look at all the other crazy stuff that we do. So if you haven't been to our YouTube channel yet, we don't just do Dragonlance, we also do the Great British Brush Off, which is one of our miniature painting shows. We have game room tours where we kind of get nosy in other people's houses when they share them with us. We have one called Behind the Screen. That's where you get to ask us questions. We also do Q&As with kind of the leaders from the TTRPG gaming industry. We do unboxings and reviews. We even do games like this is our Dragonlance game, but we have Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults, and A Deadly Quest. All of those things and more is available where we are. I was going to say at local stockists, so that's not quite right, is it, Stephen?
No, it isn't. We're not at a local stockists.
No, we are not. That is quite correct. And it's going to be one of those sessions. But all of this that's made possible is also by a lot of our friends and businesses, associates and supporters and sponsors of everything we do. One of our favorite ones, you just saw the trailer there. One of our favorite ones is, of course, Beadle and Grimm's. And we are playing this. This is the Dragonlance Steel Edition. I have the box, but it's buried behind me on the bookcase somewhere. But just to kind of give you a quick idea, this is it. Look, it put it into, look, it's foldable. It's like that. They take it all out. What's Steve? What's this thing on? What's that?
It's awesome.
I was trying to make you big.
It's foldable, and then we get a big picture of Steve.
There you go. Look,
there you go.
No. So there you go. Look,
I'm showing the people the book.
No. Look, see, I'm showing people the book. It's like that, Steve. There's the book. These are the last two chapters we're in. And this is it. The last 50 odd pages. I think there's 55 in total. That's where we are. So this is the next chapter. I've just lost my page now. Cheers, Steve. This is the last chapter.
I'll hazard a guess it's near the beginning.
Smart ass. So it is bits and pieces, but they don't just make the Dragonlance Steel Edition. They also make some fantastic things. I'm trying to find the button. A bit like there's, boom. This is the Game Master's Journal, which you saw if you was here for the trailer. Thank you very much. But did you know there was more? So these little beauties arrived today. This is the brand new. This is the Game Master's Journal from Beadle and Grimm's. It is game agnostic. You can any GM. This one is for you, Steve. I'm going to pass that one to you. You'll have that.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. You can have that for Christmas. It is here.
Hold on. What? Happy Christmas, buddy. Happy
Christmas.
Somebody goes on holiday and they bring you back like a pen that's like on a snapped chain or a tote bag that says East Midlands Airport.
That happens to me all the time. I tell you what, there it is. There's an Amazon gift voucher for you as well. I've got it all ready, and that's for your birthday, which is coming up soon. But also, they don't just make them for GMs. they also make them for players. So there you go.
That's
So
nice. Look at that.
look at that.
Sexy,
There you go. And it is. If you're a fan of mold books and everything else, think about that. It's got a kind of a ribbon bookmark in there. But look, everything is also marked. So everything has a specific area for you to write in your adventures. So yeah, go check them out. Beam and Grims.
Now, address up on the screen.
Well done. beamandgrims.com. Now, also, as well as all of that, if you would like to support us in doing more of this stuff, more of those kind of shows, you can. And all you got to do, don't worry about Patreon. Nobody pays into it anyway. But get yourself one of these. Get yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie, a cap, a mug. We've got more than just the branded stuff you see there. We've got some cartoons. We've got some artwork. Go check it all out. It is
Sexy
phenomenal.
merch.
And you get to keep it. So you get to help us and you get something cool in return. What is better than that? Nothing.
Really nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think that a free book and maybe an Amazon voucher that you got given from somebody else could be pretty good.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I got that. I'll throw in a penguin. What else we got?
Oh shit!
Here's some scissors. Oh, it's a scissors and a penguin.
Do the joke.
How about that?
You need to do that. You teased a penguin. You now need to do that joke.
No.
They're always awful.
Business dies.
So, because this is the first episode of a new chapter, we're going to go, let's go around the houses a little bit. We're going to say hello to people so you can find them on socials as well. Let's go this way. Jeff, who are you and where can people find you?
My name's Jeff. I play Flynn Hawkins in this game, but I have played in other games some memorable characters. You can find me on Instagram. I believe I am Last Son JT on Instagram. And if you send me a follow, I will let you follow me. And you can look at my random crap that I post.
Which is pretty much what we all do anyway.
We haven't had a back-to-back in a good few episodes either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
yeah. Josh,
I'm also here.
You're there. I did it right that time. Josh, who are you and where can people find you?
Yes, my name is Josh McGuire. I am a badger. I am also run a tabletop RPG channel and gaming channel and board game channel and pretty much everything with tabletop gaming. It's called the McGuire Review. So you can check that out. It's pretty much the McGuire Review on all socials. But primarily there on YouTube is where kind of all the content goes, and that's by far the biggest following. So if you want to check out the McGuire Review on YouTube, swing by there, and we will talk about all kinds of stuff, tabletop gaming. So that's me.
One of the best channels, on YouTube.
Well, I'll take it.
There you go.
I think what's impressive though about Josh's channel is how knowledgeable Josh is about so many different games. And that's the thing that is missed out from that explanation of him being modest, is that he's like, oh, it's kind of like this and it's like that. And you've memorized so many systems and so many games that you know how to get to a point concisely.
I appreciate that. That's nice. Thank you.
And moving on to Ian.
Hey, it's me. Hi, I'm Ian. I'm the Dragonborn Bard. I am the, CEO and head honcho of Dragonborn Industries, which is a quite a fledgling business and streaming channel and merch store. I make dice. We run a Starfinder stream on a Monday. We've got a D&D one-shot show every Thursday called Painting Up the Monster Manual, where we paint through the Monster Manual with Richard from Warrior Prince 3D. You can find me here with the badges quite frequently, as well as just putting myself out there nerdy. And heads up, we could be having some live shows later this year, which may include 2 well-known badgers.
Yep, Josh and Jeff.
Yep.
Josh was like, what? I get the badger jet?
I'd do it.
Cool. Yeah. And Steve, if people wanted to find you, could they?
No.
There you go. So let's move on.
Only on OnlyFans.
Only on OnlyFans. Subscription only.
You got to pay for Steve.
OnlyFans sidekick Steve.
Slightly used Amazon vouchers are accepted.
It's not used. It's not used.
It's a text on the bottom of the tin where it said 2 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for working for me. Here's 50 quid.
All right, ease up.
Hold on
Yeah.
there, fella.
Let's not go too deep
It's a
now.
score, not a monkey. Come on.
You got 2 years.
I'd have given you a money bonus this year, but you get taxed on it. So what I've done is I've bought you a gift voucher. I can take the tax off, and then you get all the money.
Employer deductions.
Such a good boss.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Yeah.
Let's get started before I drink too much.
Here we go. I'm pushing it, Vance, Steve.
I'm not touching a thing for now.
Let's roll VT. Okay, now we are back. So, the last session, at the end of the last chapter, you managed to find what appeared to be a kind of a mini runway. Ooh. Mysterious magical
mysterious.
music there. And in that runway, there was a ramshackle building. And then you managed to find a back way to where you believe the leaders of the dragon army have gone through the main door, the main access, but because of the red army parked outside, you couldn't get through. So you managed to find a back door slightly, and that's where we're going to pick up at this session.
Okay.
So I don't know why the music kicked in there. It's just, it's like...
Yeah, I like it though. Little eerie, little. Okay, Dave, I've got a
It was
question.
nice, yeah. Set the tone that did. Oh my god!
Well, let me, before you ask, let me do this bit.
Okay.
And then you can ask. So,
Okay.
remember, you've just gone in. Who was taking point?
I think Steve. Yeah, Jorg's up front.
Okay, so you're up front, and who's bringing up the rear?
It was me and Shelley.
I was going to say I would, but that's fine if you want to do it.
Yep. So
Either or
Fizz-
be.
I am currently hogtied over the shoulder of Jorg. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Did you take him off me? You
Yes.
did. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll be behind Jorg then in the order.
Okay. So as you go in, Jorg, 20 feet into this crack into this mountain, all light sources fade out.
Okay.
The daylight from behind you is gone. So you're going to have to light a torch, and you realize that the this crack is literally a crack in the mountain, and where there was space, now you're starting to not crawl, but skip through sideways, trying to bend ways. So you've got your arm out with a lit torch, trying to light the way. The passage from Wind's End runs through the ancient stone, winding through darkness, which sounds alive with the skittering insects. Now, after traveling for hundreds of feet, you pass what appears to be a large seam in the wall, and then after which the rock's texture abruptly changes, but ahead, the tunnels continue to stretch on. So now it's over to you guys.
I have my question.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, Josh.
So I have a question. This is really to the party as well as GM. So, and I think, and this is more of like, what did others do, as well as like a kind of a call on this. So when in the last episode, kind of went into my fit, I went all in, and I grasped my axe two-handed. Okay. And I dropped my shield on the ground to do that. So the question is, did somebody pick up my shield when we left to gather our things? Or, Dave, do I just have my shield? And the reason why I'm asking is because if I do not have my shield, my AC drops by 2. All of my shield mastery abilities are gone. I can still do Warding Flare. So I do need a call on that.
Did anybody pick up his shield?
Yeah, well, I mean, just speaking out of character here, my character normally picks up everything anyway, because he's going to decide whether he's going to nick it or not. He would have picked that up, but he's not going to nick it because it's too big. But the way he feels about you, he feels like you're a really good friend. So he's not going to leave your crap behind. You know, even if you drop like a sock or something, he's going to pick it up for you and carry it. So I've got it slung over my shoulder at the moment. If that's all right with Dave, that is, because we don't normally explicitly say, do we? If we're going to pick stuff up, unless it's not our own stuff, as it were, like stuff we found. I mean,
yeah.
I've got it slung over my shoulder.
I didn't say anything, so I would say that I definitely wouldn't.
I didn't pick it up because by the time I got there, everything was finished. Because Jeff or Flynn had already wrestled you. I'll give you my opinion on what my call on it would be as a DM, and that is it's still where it fell over because
this
Flynn,
is definitely going in.
Flynn was wrestling you.
I think it's a good thing that Steve is not in charge of this game.
I hate to say this. I didn't say anything, so I would also say if you didn't say you picked it up, you don't have it. But
what? Yeah, but we don't.
I do agree with Jeff that we don't say that all the time when things get picked up.
Yeah,
I was coming at more from the point of view that Flynn was concentrating on wrestling Grom rather than picking equipment up. That's where I.
No, but when I gave him to you, when we hog-tied him and I gave him to you, I would have picked up, because we don't always say that we're going to pick up things like I never, apart from the beginning.
At that point.
But I never say that I'm going to pick up like my throwing axes, but I do.
I know, and that's why I'm not calling that. That's not what is driving my decision on it. It's not my decision anyway, so don't matter. I'm just giving you my opinion.
I'm also feeling slightly guilty that I had to bundle Grom. So like I'm going to be sort of like, I don't want to upset him any more than he already is.
So how about this then? Why doesn't Grom go back to level 1, but he still has the shield?
Lose all of his abilities.
Yeah, so I'll have it slung over my shoulder, sort of thing.
You've still got his axe, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You've got the axe? Okay, I thought York had the axe, but okay. Whoever's got the axe.
Whichever one of us is carrying you, the other one has the axe.
Yeah.
Okay, York, you had the axe. So I must be over.
Great mind, Steve.
So
Great
Flynn
mind.
is carrying me then, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've
I've tied the axe to the
Fizzwiz
shield,
just flings you over your shoulder.
Yeah.
and then I've got the shield
Fizzwiz is
slung over
bench
my
pressing,
shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. Now we got it straight. Okay.
Don't worry, you've got everything.
I think as we are all making our way down this tunnel and towards wherever it is that this crag leads to, Fizz is like quite contemplative and he's not really paying attention to his surroundings. And eventually he will run up to Flynn and Jorg, and he'll be like, I'm giving it some thought. I think with maybe a couple of hours rest and me pouring through, and he taps his spell book, I think that I can help Grom. Yeah, I think there might be something that I can do to help maybe change his mind, or maybe remove any, if that item is cursed, remove a curse.
No. No one needs to help me. I just need my axe back. That's my help right there.
But that's the thing. We'll be able to give you the axe back.
Well, that would be great.
Exactly.
By the way, where is my axe? Which way was my face pointed? Flynn, do you have my face like this way, or my face pointing this way over your shoulder?
Oh no, York is carrying you. I'm carrying your axe and shield.
Oh, you're carrying the axe. Okay.
Yeah.
Which way are you holding me? York, can I see the axe?
Just
He's
broad
past the Grom at
shoulders.
the moment.
He's got shield, axe, Grom. He's got his bottles somewhere as well. He's got
There's
everything.
a cabin balanced on his head.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Edging
Yeah, if I
through.
can see the axe, I'm gonna be like trying to like squirm whoever is holding me. Like,
Right. So final decision then. I've got Grom over my shoulder. I'm at the front. Grom, your face is pointing backwards, so you can see Flynn. So
Okay.
wherever Flynn is carrying the axe or not, you may be able to see it. I don't know.
okay, so I'm squirming then as I'm looking at the axe. Like,
All right. Can we just sort this out? Let's sort this out before we go any further. 'Cause
I'd rather get somewhere a bit more defensible before
Yes,
we
please.
sit down and have a conversation. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just worried that if we go any further, we might bump into something that is a bit nasty, and in that case, we're screwed because we've got one of our companions over our shoulder. I'm carrying a whole crap load of stuff, and we'd be in trouble.
But presumably no one's ever been this way, and the Dragon Army
Apart from
leadership
the leaders.
gone in the other way. Yeah, but they didn't come this way, did they? They
No,
went in another
I
way.
don't know.
They went in
I don't
another
Oh,
way.
I thought we'd kind of. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I don't think anything
Alright,
bad
well-
happens in dungeons or caves. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we just need to get it sorted out quick. So let's just get on quick smart until you're happy to stop.
Right. So you're a bit quieter than me. Why don't you take point, and then I'm not going to go bumbling into the middle of something.
Yeah, all right then. Yeah, so I'll go about what 40 feet ahead or something.
You can position.
What's the
yourself on
what's the
map if you
limit
want
of the what's the limit of the light on the torch?
I think it's 60, isn't it?
60. Yeah, so I'll go 60 feet ahead, so I'm on the edge of it.
So you take the torch, because I've got dark vision.
I can also see in the dark.
So if you take the torch, then we can be that bit further back and not be too hindered by the fact we're not in the middle of the torchlight.
Yeah,
Those
just
running
kind of-
around as human has got dark vision. It's because of my rune knight abilities.
It just kind of it's going to screw being quiet, isn't it? If I'm carrying around a great big light, because light is going to shine in crevices, and if there is anything nasty, no matter how quiet I'm being, the light's going to shine, isn't it?
Well, I mean, hopefully they're blind if they live in the dark, or it's going to be so bright that it blinds them anyway.
All right,
got
I'll
it.
just go. I'll go up ahead. I'll go up ahead. And
Did we
scout ahead.
not have a lantern at some point?
I think I yeeted it into some oil.
Ah, yes, you did. Yes, that I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, as Flynn passes by, Flynn, you just go ahead and just give me that axe, please. I see you've got Lilith there, and kind of getting afraid that you might kind of have an eye for my axe there, and
Oh.
I don't really like that.
Oh.
And I just start like gritting my teeth, and I'm just squirming more and more.
I
Fizz?
just say, Grom, don't worry. Big axes, not my thing. Don't worry about it. I just carry it for you. I'll look after it, right? And I just walk off faster.
And I'll try and grab your attention. And as you're turning around, I'm going to use my action to conjure with minor conjuration, which I can do, a replica of your axe. And then I'm going to be like, this one.
Oh, that's a... How did you get that fizz?
Oh, magic. I don't want to see you without it.
But it's a magical Lilith, or the...
No, it's still Lilith. Yeah, it's real.
Well, I can't... I'm down, so I'm like... I'll kind of like... York, it seems to be okay to go ahead and untie me. I can get the magical Lilith.
Oh, why don't I just put it on your back?
I'd rather hold it in my hands if I could. Come on, York.
York, what do you think?
Go ahead and let me go.
If I let you go, Grom, and you take the axe back, are you going to attack Fizz again?
Well, I would,
or anyone else.
I would
We'll
never.
start with Fizz.
Yeah.
I would never attack any of my friends. I mean,
But you did attack
something I would never
Fizz.
do.
I mean,
Grom,
I can literally
Grom,
put my
you
finger in the
attacked
wound.
Fizz.
Well, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
So you don't remember attacking Fizz and hitting him with your axe and doing that wound right there?
Well, I mean, I remember coming to, and I remember you tying me up so rudely, but I've never done it. I've never.
When you say coming to, what do you mean by that? You weren't unconscious, Grom. You was conscious the entire time.
No, I must take a bump to the head.
No.
I came
you were
I was
conscious
in a
and
barn.
fighting the entire time.
I mean, I can put this away if you're not going to behave.
No, I'd like the fake magic axe.
It's real. It's real. I don't know what you're on about.
I'll continue to kind of try to get out of my binds.
Well, worth a try, and I'll just banish the axe.
Meanwhile, Flynn has scouted off quite a way ahead.
So, Hawk, you can position your token on the map where you think you are.
Yep. Where's my token? He's gone all the way up there, or maybe there, and he's hiding behind that thing, and he's peeking down, see if he can see anything.
Okay. And the rest of you are catching up.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's about 35 feet in front, I think.
Oh, hold on.
So when you said the texture of the wall changed,
yeah,
it's on the bit that we're walking along now, is it? That it's changed, or was there a separate path off in a different direction?
Because there's some areas you had to squeeze through solid rock. You can feel the jaggedness under your fingers. If you've got gloves on or gauntlets, you can still feel that it's jagged rock. You feel it against your body. And at some point, it changes to flat, carved stone.
Right.
Okay.
So it's moving from a natural formation into a man-made tunnel, in other words, yeah.
Yes.
Right, so I can see that fork in the road, can I, Dave, up there? Or the fork in the crevice, whatever. Can I see any light sources coming from the one that's directly in my line of sight, the one that goes up?
No, there is no source of light coming from them, from either direction.
Right. I was going to say I'll move up slightly and see if I can see down that one a bit more. Down the one to the west.
Yep.
West.
What's everyone else doing?
Just moving along the corridor.
Put yourselves in marching order.
I just try and hold pace about 20 foot behind Flynn all the time. minimum 20 foot.
And then I'll be 10 foot behind them.
Okay. So as you approach a fork in the road, in the tunnel, the walls around you. So Hawk, you see green flame just suddenly burst in streams rushing towards you, and it starts to form. And as the flames come together, you see a spectral dragon's head.
Oh shit!
Sorry, spectral dragon heads, several heads, erupt from these flames, filling the corridor in front of you and rushing towards you. And all you hear are these furious hissing words. Do you who speaks Draconic?
I do.
Okay, you got 3. So all you hear, Jeff, you just hear rasps and dragon rumble in their like dragon language, but everyone else is speaking Draconic. You all hear these voices as these flames. You all see this as well. The lights down the tunnel are coming down, but the spectral faces are heading for Hawk.
Dave, even though I don't speak Draconic, could I make a perception check to see if I can tell whether the speech is in an angry tone or in a informative tone or something like that?
It's an angry tone.
Just gonna tell me. I wanted to roll, man.
You can tell these are angry. The faces of dragons, of upset dragons, is coming towards you, and you. Okay. Everyone else who's at the back, you hear them saying, "Desecrators, betrayers," as these spirit forms slam into Hawk, and then pass through, and they hurtle down the corridor, and each going through you and disappear. But you all have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Lee! And I get advantage because I'm awesome, yeah?
Always.
Yes!
Wisdom saving.
Didn't need it.
Okay. Ooh, 19 for me.
Good.
23!
A dirty 20 for me.
Dirty.
13.
Okay. So everyone sees these green spectral dragon heads floating and flying down the corridor. Steve.
Oh
York.
No.
This upsets you, and you immediately strike out. So as these spectral faces are flying through you, you're trying to hit them, and you're going to hit a random creature near you.
Okay.
That'd be me.
Can I role play this, seeing as I've not actually got a weapon in my hand?
It's with the tombstone.
This is where we're going to weaponize Grom.
Here it is.
And I'm going to bust out. If I'm upset that much, I will do what I would normally do in combat, which is to bust out Mega York, and I'm going to use Grom as a club.
Perfect.
Just do that and Hulk out on him.
Yeah, I'll just Hulk out.
trying to hit these skulls as they fly around. Go for it.
Okay, I will go Mega York, and just do that. I'll just grab. I'll shift Grom's weight off my shoulder, grab him by the legs, and swing him towards the dragon skulls.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, because when you go Mega York, you go to a 10 foot by 10 foot square, right?
Correct.
Because I'm then within melee range of you then.
Yes.
So
do I lash out at the random creature, or try lashing out at them and I just accidentally hit?
It says you lash out at a random creature.
Okay, so I will swing York
within reach. So the
swing York at Fizz.
At Fizz. Right, roll to hit.
Straight up Neville Longbottom's like, why is it always me?
Right, so Grom counts as a what is it? What's the word I'm looking
Improvised
for?
weapon.
Improvised weapon. That's the
Improvised
one.
weapon,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. So that is a 12 to hit Fizz with Grom.
So, how does it look when you're swinging him around before I do something?
So I just suddenly Hulk out. I grow to this 10-foot sized creature, become a large creature, so a double in size, and then I flip this small 4-foot dwarf off my shoulder, grab him by the ankles, and swing round at sort of mid-height, just as if I was going mid-height for a human. Obviously, you're smaller, so Grom, I'm going to assume I've missed, sails straight over your head.
Well, it wouldn't miss because my armor class is 11. However, I think as these dragons like pass through, you like transforming yourself up. You bring Grom round and like swing. This is like, oh, not again. And then with that, there is this like wisps of silver are going to come off with those words and attach themselves to you with silvery barbs. Could you roll that again, please?
Yes, I can.
Nice.
Not on that 20. Not on that 20.
That is a 14 this time.
Okay. But it's just too late. As like the silver leaves and goes to latch onto you, whoosh, across his face with this like heavily armored dwarf.
You just get a slow motion of Grom's face. And then
The cheeks just bust together. Not again.
How much damage are we assigning to a Grom?
He's quite stocky and he's fully armored.
Yes, he is.
So I'm thinking 2d12.
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 Oh
Okay.
man.
Flint's just
If you
looking
use
down
a
the
Grom-
corridor
a Grom
in
club.
disbelief. I'm just looking down the corridor in disbelief. It's like, what the hell?
It's 24 points of damage.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I think as we get the slow-mo of like, it's like, it's bad enough, and then like that's where the first 12 come in. But then like as like the sweat slides off, my face is hitting the wall, and it's like,
Yep.
it's like slobber and teeth, and that silver that came off that didn't quite make it comes back into him. So I will have advantage on my next thing. And then like time speeds up back to normal, and he's just like on all fours, like blood spits on the guy. He's like, oh, come on!
What you should do is roll a d4 to find out how many teeth you lose.
Yeah, okay.
And what about me? Do I just bounce off the floor?
Does he take damage from this?
We'll get to him in a minute.
Oh no.
Shit, I need a D4.
I got one.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
roll
here you
it.
go. Here you go.
Thanks.
That is a 3.
3 molars.
Oh. So let's do the same damage on Grom then. There you go. 2d12.
Me too.
2d12. This is nuts.
Do you want me to roll it again? Yeah.
Yeah, go. This is for
Yeah.
Grom. Grom damage.
Why not?
There's my
23 points of damage.
Oh
23?
my god.
Yeah.
What the hell are you? You just rolling crits? Like,
No. So 2d12. I rolled a 10 and a 6. I get an extra d6 damage because I'm Mega York, and +5 for strength.
okay.
fuck me.
I am shit at sneaking around and creeping up on people and stuff like that. If you give me a weapon, whether it's the body of a dwarf or an axe or whatever, I'm going to do quite a lot of damage to it.
Pretty good
All
at
right.
pounding
20. You said
water, aren't you?
23.
23.
23
damage.
points. All right.
Oh, you're the dwarf pounder.
It's getting hot. This is getting good. Here we go. So Hawk, what do you want to do?
Well,
just seem to smash
yeah.
out.
I'm gonna run back towards them and say, "What the hell is going on? Oh, what are you doing?"
I'm just laying face first down in the dirt of this.
Is your sort of with it now? Was it just a one-time thing, or is he still like?
No, it's gone.
Oh, okay. So you're. Oh, that's just wrong.
The best.
That's got to be a
Thank
Brazier
you.
special.
Thank you, Big Tough Pete.
Yeah, we have the best audience.
So, yeah, I'm just standing there now in disbelief, looking at Grom, looking at Fizz, looking at Grom, looking at your. What?
Am I completely senseless and out of it, or
No, you're fine now. You're fine.
I'm fine now, right?
It's just as they're coming towards you, these scary ghost dragon faces made of green fire have basically, you've seen them crash through Hawk. you didn't twig that they didn't do any damage to him. You just saw them like through him, and then they've come down the corridor towards you. And you've just picked up Grom and swoosh, and use them as a weapon.
I'll put Grom down and return to normal size.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I saw visions of destruction and war, and it just caused me to lash out. And
It's okay. I mean, it wasn't a vision. We all saw it. Not everyone lashed out. You got to get that anger under control, buddy.
What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry.
Everybody says I'm a
sorry.
problem.
You deserve that.
I'll-
I didn't.
I'll kneel down, whip out my dagger, and cut Grom's eyes.
I hope that's not a pet name for something.
Okay, so my binds have been cut.
Your binds have been cut.
All right, I'll get up. Oh,
Look, I'm sorry. It was just this overwhelming rage came over me.
I'll look directly at Hawk and I'll run straight towards him for the axe.
I mean,
So
Fizz's jaw starts to swell up.
hold on, Grom. Is Grom running towards me at a normal pace?
I am running.
Or does he look like he's cannonballing it?
Well, he's not that far from you.
Okay, so I'll just tell you, my demeanor is I'm not like angry, but I am rushing towards you, looking directly at the axe.
Yeah.
Like coming for the axe. I'm not looking like I'm angry or I'm trying to harm you, but I am coming for the axe.
Well, I've got to be honest. After what I've just seen, I don't think there's any harm in giving you your stuff back now. To be honest, I mean, what the fuck else could happen? So as he's rushing towards me, I whip the shield and an axe off my back, and I take the axe off the shield and I actually throw it towards him as he's coming towards me, so he can catch it.
Yeah, as I catch it, I slide to my knees.
I have
Up in the air.
And then I walk over to him, and as he's doing that, I just put the shield on his other arm.
I'll just bring the axe down and just kind of look at it. Oh, thank you, Flynn.
No worries, she's all right. She was in good hands.
And I'll stand up and okay, I feel much better now.
All right, let's go.
I feel incredible. Thank you, Flynn. Thank you. Put the axe on my back. Shield. All right.
Can we possibly discuss some healing for Fizz?
Oh,
What
yes.
do you get? You just hit me with him.
I might be feeling slightly guilty.
What? At least one of them has some emotions, Grom.
So Flynn just sits down like on the edge of the corridor, pulls out his rum and just takes a big swig and says, "Another day at the office, yeah. Right, what are we gonna do? You lot are damaged. You two are mental.
Yeah, we need to find somewhere where we can get our shit together. Maybe like an intervention, like a little talk circle, anything to sort out what is going on here.
Let's
Did you say what's going on here?
Let's get you healed up. And yes, I'm fully aligned with finding somewhere defensible where we can discuss the whole Grom situation.
And you now.
He was struggling so much when he went for that flying headbutt at you. I barely had time to catch him.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought you were trying to hit me. I didn't realize you were trying to stop him.
I was trying to stop him. He was intent on getting at you.
Oh, come on. That's got to be a bloody deception roll, surely.
He wouldn't check against you guys. He wouldn't. He would just straight up take it and be like, oh. And even if he doesn't believe it, he's like, okay.
Right. I will scout back ahead again, Dave, and I will stand in the middle of that fork in the road and look down both directions.
All right, who actually needs healing?
You and Fizz.
Us two. Okay.
I'm blissfully uninjured.
All right, so I'll go over to Fizz and I'll put both hands like on his shoulders.
So
all right,
as soon as he puts his shoulder, there is a gaping axe wound in it. He's missing
which I don't know how it got.
He's probably like bruised all of this side now. He's just like another day at the office.
Yep, I won't say anything. I'll just kind of look at the gaping wound and I'll look back at him and be like, I really don't know. And like, both of us, our max hit points will go up by 10 for the next hour. And your current hit points go up by 10.
Nice.
So clearly there is some magic in this area that's affected both myself and Grom. Maybe it wasn't a curse as you suggested earlier. Maybe it was just some magical effect that had happened.
Well, I think that what happened with you just then was the dragons that came down the corridor, and then which was clearly magic. And I think quite potentially that Lilith is maybe giving Grom a little bit more power than he was expecting, because she's very giving like that, isn't she, Grom?
Oh yes, I love this. Lilith is it's great. Trust me.
She sounds fantastic. Really hurts. Fantastically sharp. Well looked after. Shall we quick march to the south? Let's go.
She bites. She's a biter.
Business having none of it now. It's just like, I want to sit down and have some tea.
Right, what do I see, Dave?
Okay, you are at a fork in the tunnel. The light only goes so far, but you've basically got left or you've got the right hand side.
I'm gonna put myself at the back of the party. So, Grom, do you want to go second or third, and Fizz
I'll go
second or third? Go second. Fizz will go third.
Right, executive decision. I'm going north.
Hang on.
Okay. Everybody happy with that, or do you want to split the party? That is optional.
I don't think we can trust these guys to split the party. To be honest, they kill each other.
All right, so we're just following hard.
Yeah, we're following Hawk. So you're in second, Fizz in third. I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay, I'm right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, you want to go north. Right, let me sort this out for you.
Happy as long as York doesn't try to hit me with a dwarf.
I think we should stay together.
I'm far enough away that I can't reach, so you're all right.
Don't worry, I'm not.
I don't use ranged weapons.
We got enough light, right?
Is there any light coming from
the torchbearers?
In all fairness, at this point, Fizz just goes thunk, 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 thunk. 4 green lights just fucking straight out.
Yeah.
In
I
a
just
line.
cast light on my shield. My shield just like a glowing sphere now.
All right, I'll put the torch out then, because there's no point in me doing that, because the light from your sources should light the corridor that I'm going down, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll give each one of us a little green torch, basically, like a little green light that will stay with you, that'll move as we go, so you get 10 foot of light at least.
Oh, cool. Okay. I will move as quietly as possible down this corridor.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
That is 16 plus 8, which is a lot.
More than enough.
D&D maths, that's 72.
Yeah, it's at least a pass. Yeah.
And I shall walk slowly down here and then peek round the corner of that little jutty out bit.
That's fine. You can try to peek. Your light source next to your head anyway. So as you put your head out to peek around the corner, the light source illuminates a fairly large chamber. Let me change it on the map for you first before I describe it to you.
A large chamber.
Large chamber.
Full of magma.
So.
Oh, this looks interesting. So I'm going to walk round the corner, but I'm going to be checking for traps along the way, which I believe might be a perception check, I believe.
You see, as soon as you step into this chamber, that there are what appears to be mismatched bones, and they lie scattered all across this chamber.
Ooh.
Through the cavern itself, though the cavern itself is natural, it appears that its ceiling has caved in, and with it, part of a building has fallen into this cavern.
From above?
Inside this collapsed structure, strewn about are what appears to be wooden heads and very decaying hats.
Are they pointy fizz type hats?
No.
No. Okay, I will examine the debris.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
We'll follow in.
Yeah, again, it's a chamber. So this is a natural, almost round chamber in the ground, and what appears to be that a room has fallen down.
Weird. What's it look like if we look up?
You can see that it's just all of that is now caved in. So whatever was up there was pushed down by whatever landed on top of it.
Do the bones look like they came from similar humanoids, or is it a mixed match of like some beast has eaten things and then left its pickings here?
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Investigation check.
Yeah, I'm down on a knee looking at the various different bones to see, are these human bones? Are these...
Yep.
17.
Okay, good. Grom, investigation or medical?
I'm going to specifically look at the bones for teeth marks.
I can do a medical check?
If you want to. Medical check, yeah.
Medical.
18. Okay. So, Flynn, you're looking over there, and Jorg?
I am keeping guard while everybody's distracted on the floor, sifting through bones and stuff. I would like to see how many ways out this room there are. It looks like on the map there's 3. Says one to south, one to north, and is that an exit that I'm stood next to? You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Correct. Yes.
Okay. So I will stand next to one then and just keep an eye out while the others are busy.
So yes, they appear to be human or humanoid bones, adult. It is a complete shambles. So they have not been eaten by big teeth. There's no gnaw marks on the bones, but they have been scattered. This isn't a skeleton is laying there. These bones have been scattered across the room. But Hawk, as you're going over into one of the corners, it's a whole pile of rubbish and just waste that's all been piled up. And inside, you see, as I mentioned, those kind of wooden heads. They are. Think of it in kinds of a shop mannequin. These are heads which would have been displayed. A hat would have gone on top, and all kinds of bits like that. So there are various other parts of mannequin, wooden-shaped bits, male, female. There's also sort of dragonborn. There's slim, slight, fat, all different kinds of stuff. But this one corner, everything is piled in. And as you're poking through this, you start to you lift up one of the hats, and underneath you see a stone face, a large stone face, and you see that it's got gems for eyes. And immediately as you lift the hat, the gems light up, and almost in a robotic fashion, this humanoid construction stands up.
I'll put the hat back on it.
Back over its face.
Oh, that's
can I make a history check on stone cutting with this?
You can go for it, yeah.
Ooh, nice. 24.
This is it is a stone. It's a stone golem, is what it is. But this is beautifully crafted. But you also know this is not dwarven. But this is exquisite. This would come from the best dwarven stone cutters that you could statue makers that you could ever imagine. But you know without a shadow of a doubt this is not dwarven made.
It's not.
And as this thing stands up, the gems light up, and bursting from them
flowers.
You see these flowers just burst out.
Yay! Something good.
No, I don't think so. Is 10 feet. So let me set up my little mini token.
Mini token.
Mini token. Shoom. Shoom. As this thing stands up, 5, 10. Only Hawk. Okay, so only Hawk. It gives me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw, you say?
Hey, dudes. Yes, please.
That is 17 plus 1, 18 total.
That is fine. 17 is a pass. You feel it's like suddenly you feel a cold shiver down your spine. The hairs all over your body. Immediately, spider sense is tingling off the charts. This thing is trying to cause fear inside your body, but somehow you manage to get your willpower. You dig back, you dig in, and you manage to overcome that fear. But everybody can roll initiative. Let's go for it.
Initiative.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I forgot my initiative's really good now.
Oh man, that sucks. I'm a 6.
And remember to put your initiatives into the initiative chart for me, because then we can all see what we are all doing. Let's bring that up. Boom, boom. Everybody ready?
Yarp.
Fizz is 0.11.
Speed.
Nice roll, York.
Yeah.
Okay. Yorg, you're up first. You see these lights, the eyes emit a light straight down into Hawk. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm going to grab the silver longsword from my bag,
Oh, yeah.
which we found in the collapsed tower previously.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my bonus action, pull it from its scabbard, and throw it into the air. And I speak the magic word as I do so. Yelk. And it will dart forward
Bless you.
and attack the creature.
Nice.
So I will roll to hit. That's a 19 in total.
19 hits.
No, 19.
19 hits.
No,
So that's an armor class of 17.
That is 11 points of damage.
Okay, 11 damage. We are off. Boom. Yep.
And then I will draw my sword and move forwards.
Go for it.
So, because I did like the drawing of two swords, is that my action over?
Yes.
Yep. What I'll do is I'll put a token on the map for that weapon. Okay. So,
Yep, that's cool. Okay.
thank you. That's my go done.
Right, Hawk, you're up.
Right, Hawk grabs a vial of oil off his belt, does a backflip, and throws the oil at the golem's feet.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do an acrobatics roll to do a backflip to get an extra 5 feet away, basically, or 10 feet, I guess. Oh, that's a good roll. 16 plus 8. 16 plus 8 to do the backflip. Then I am going to roll to actually hit the oil on his feet.
Yep.
That is, well, I'm not hitting him. So what would I have to hit the ground at his feet?
No, I'm fine. I think that's fine. You've thrown it.
Yeah, I mean, I've rolled a
right
15 anyway, but
yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. And then I will. That's my action, as it were. And then I will pull out my axes. Pull out 2 hand axes instead of my usual rapier and axe, and I shall hold my bonus action, and reaction to see what it does. I'm hoping it's going to slip over if it tries to move. I'll move myself back here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Finished?
Yep.
Right. Because you've disengaged, haven't you?
Basically, yeah. So, right, I'll use my bonus action for that. It's bonus action, isn't it? Oh, no, sorry, action or something. I don't know. Probably did too many things there, but it looked cool.
It did look cool, so I'm going to allow it. Fizz.
Yeah, still bruised and a bit bloody. He's just like, oh, here we go again. He takes the quarterstaff off his back. The net now pulls from his own body the silvery strands with this like flicks of red. He, with his 2 fingers, he like just goes like that, and a bone raises off the floor and then pulls back into the net. It's going to be catapult at 3rd level, which I need a dexterity saving throw from the golem, please.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good. It's a 12.
Okay, so it fails, and it is going to take 5d8 of damage.
Nice.
That is nice.
D&D Beyond!
Question. Do you think that would be enough damage to actually make it fall over? Now it's standing on a slippery surface. No?
28 points of...
Nice. Of nice.
Perfect.
Of nice. Nice damage.
28 points of
It's
nice.
bludgeoning damage.
Perfect.
Yep, cool.
Cool.
Anything else?
With that, he will then tuck himself 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 down to here. And that is probably the end of his go. I won't do anything else.
Okay. My turn. Okay, so I have a Yorg. So I'm going to hit Yorg. I get 2 attacks.
You're gonna regret that.
And I'm big. So that's
Gonna regret that.
22 to hit. I'm assuming that's going to hit the Yorg.
Yeah,
Okay.
that hits, yeah.
This arm just raises up, so it's standing there motionless, and it doesn't even turn its head to face you. It just lashes out a backhand, a stone giant backhand, boom, hitting you for 19 bludgeoning damage as
Okay.
it throws you from your position, smack into the wall as you hit the ground on landed on your knees.
I'd like to resist that using my reaction with an athletics
Okay.
opposed roll, please.
Okay.
And I think RP wise, Biz looks like he's about to cast Silvery Barbs. He's like, no, he's earned that.
I got a 15.
I got a 16.
Oh,
I only rolled a 5.
Only rolled 5, mate.
So I take the hit, but the expected flying back into the wall and going prone doesn't happen. I just look up at the creature and grin. So 19 damage.
19 damage, and then it's going to take the second swing.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, that's a 27 to hit. Same thing again. 19 damage. And it's going to push you back. Do you want to resist
Okay.
it?
Well, I can't because I use my reaction to only get one around.
Yeah. So same thing. Slamming you into that wall. You bounce back, landing on your knees with the wind knocked out of you.
Damn.
It's a heavy
Rom.
hit.
Is that the end of its go?
It is.
Okay, so sorry. Okay, yeah, sorry. No, sorry. Ignore me. I'll use my reaction, so I can't do that. I'll have to wait till next one.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to be like, I'm dead.
Oh, no.
yet.
Okay. All right, am I up?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to run straight back to this little kind of carve out
Edge.
here on the back,
Yep.
the back of the wall. And I'm going to press my back right up against the wall, and I'll look directly at the stone golem and just say, "All right, let's ring that bell." And I'm just going to like lift up my axe and just slam it down to the ground. And you will visibly see an ethereal like bell come down from the ceiling and just slam all the way around the golem. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. I was just picturing like Final Fantasy, the kind
Yeah.
of combat, you know, when stuff
Fucking
appears.
Eidolons.
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah.
Right, a
It'd be
wisdom
like some
saving
like
throw.
Google.
Wisdom saving throw.
I got a 6.
That is a fail massively. Okay, I will do then. Ooh, nice. 21 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, okay.
Lovely.
As I
Yep.
Nice.
toll the dead.
You can see as you ring the bell, cracks start to appear over its head, its neck, and across its shoulders and upper body. It did not like that. Okay. Top of the round. It is Yorg. You're up.
So I'm there, one knee down, sort of elbow resting on the other one, shield slightly up, trickle of blood starts to appear from the edge of my mouth. I just wipe away. And again, I look up at the creature and grin slightly. And while I'm doing that, the sword moves around to the back of the creature and takes a swing using my bonus action. That's only a 12 to hit, which I presume misses. Or
Correct.
bounces off its shell. And in that instant, as it's maybe slightly distracted by the sword hitting it from behind, I'm going to move in and swing with my blade. I'm going to give myself advantage on the attack using my Squire ability. That is a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Yep.
And that first hit does 16 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I will strike again. I will invoke on that strike the fire rune. So can you roll me a strength saving throw, please?
Strength saving throw. I'm pretty good at strength. That's a 19.
Yeah, you pass. So the weapon strike hits and the blade bursts into flames as I yell "Mad" as I hit. And I try and transfer that flaming fire onto the creature to restrain it, but it manages to shrug off the chains that appear. It takes an additional 8 points of damage, but is not restrained, so it's not going to take that damage anymore. The flames disperse as it shrugs off the ability. And then I
reach
will,
the oil on the floor, did they, Steve?
Probably
DM's
not.
discretion.
I don't mind. You can go for it. Do you want slippery oil or do you want fiery oil?
I think we'll have slippery oil.
That's what she said.
And then the bottle at the floor anyway, at the feet and the floor, so it wasn't all over.
And then with my follow-up strike, I'll backhand another weapon blow at it. That's a 19 on the dice. That's 27 to hit.
Yeah, go for it.
And that is 10. Sorry. All giggling away while I do my epic attack.
All I can see is Jeff coming home with a big thing of olive oil. I'm like, you're
9
Dave,
points
got
damage.
Valentine's Day sorted.
What was that, Jorg?
9 points of damage.
9 damage.
Yes.
An extra 9 damage.
No, yeah.
9.
So I think that was 29 in total, but I lost count
Yep.
halfway through.
You're doing well. You're doing good. It's not down
That's
yet.
my go over.
I am going to move slightly backwards towards Fizz
Yep.
even. That's something. And I am going to chuck off my belt again. I pull off my belt another vial. This one looks like it's green and bubbling. And I luzz it straight towards the golem.
Yep.
And I'll make an attack roll anyway, but oh, that's nice. It was a 19 on the dice.
Yep. It hits.
And he is going to take 2d6 acid damage.
Okie dokie.
5 and another 5. 10 acid damage. And that was I was aiming for his lower half there because I want to try and weaken his legs.
You find you see it start to tss, and some of the stone starts to crack and break away. Good move. Anything
Nice.
else?
And I will no, I'll hold because I'm gonna try and be in between him and Fizz just in case, because Fizz is the most damaged out of us. So
Fizz.
Yeah.
would you like to
He
do?
will take 5, 10. As he this time he's been watching Shilling and how she skulks around before she takes the shot. And he brings up that little crossbow and he swap moves to the left and back, takes a knee, and then will take a shot at the golem.
Yep.
Off the table. 16 on the dice plus 4. Dirty 20.
Yep. Lovely.
And then let's roll some damage from D&D Beyond, 'cause it's right there. 8 points of piercing
8
damage.
points. Okay.
good shot, Fizz.
That's probably all of his movement, and then and everything. He's like, I just want a cup of tea and to sift through these bones. That's my go.
My go. Okay, so the stone golem doesn't need to go anywhere because Jorg is standing right next to him. So again,
Oh,
this
no,
time with
Jorg.
2 attacks, He's going to do the same. All you see him do is at the midsection, it just kind of starts to rotate, so that he can move. The feet stay where they are, and the top bit rotates, so he can lash out at
IG-11
both.
style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he can lash out at the sword and at Yorg at the same time. So first hit going against Yorg. That is 20. That's 29. So that's going to hit.
Silvery box.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Silvery.
Okay.
Yeah, he finally breaks. He'll do it.
And it rewinds. Let's do it again.
Nice.
That's 25.
Warding flare.
Steve, you're muted.
Sorry. Yes, they were both hits.
So that is number 19 bludgeoning damage.
Grom did say warding flare.
Yeah, I did warding
Oh,
flare.
sorry. Roll again.
Yeah, disadvantage.
22.
22
At
still
disadvantage.
hits.
At disadvantage. I got a nat 1.
Okay.
What can I do from that one?
Fall over.
What? Well, you can slip.
I tell you what, yeah, because the oil is there.
And he has a heart attack and dies.
Prone. It lands prone without making its second attack. Steve, there's a token there ready at the side of the table if you could sort that out for me.
Yep.
It is there. Grom, over to you.
Same thing as I see it slip and fall.
The whole chamber. This
Yeah.
thing lands on whatever was the remaining shop counter that was there, completely shredding it as it hits the ground. Just debris
Yeah.
goes up.
So I'll one more time. You'll see Grom like throw out his axe, and that big bell will come down one more time. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom. Definitely not his best. It's another nat 1.
Yeah! Ah!
Thing is, I'm not worried about the nat 1s or the nat 20s in this fight. I'm worried about if this is only the start of a dungeon crawl.
15 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Again, more cracks seems to appear over its whole body, mixing with the acid. The entire body is covered in cracks. It's still intact, though. So if it's still intact, the magic will keep it moving. Next round, Yorg, you are up.
Okay, I will get the sword to attack again. Does the sword get advantage because the creature's prone?
I will say yes.
Okay. 25
Yeah.
to hit, and that is 13 points of damage from the sword.
Okay.
And I will attack twice as well. I just keep pounding it and pounding it.
Go for it.
That's all I know how to do.
Look at Jeff's fucking face.
18 to hit.
Quick, think of a
that does it.
pounding joke.
That is 14 points of damage for the first strike. And then with a second strike, that is a 17 to hit.
Yep, and it hits. 17 is his armor class.
And 12 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. How do you want to do this?
Yay!
I will do my 2 overhand sword strikes. And then, seeing that I've opened the chest plate up enough, there's enough cracks in there, I can seal that with one final blow I'll be able to do it. I'll do the curb stomp. I'll do the Gears of War.
Oh.
Raise the foot down into the chest as it just explodes into rubble and dust.
No.
Yay! You pounded him till he exploded. Oh,
Well done. It is gone.
yay! Well done,
We'll
guys.
automatically pop a detect magic while we're here to make sure there's nothing else that's going to trigger. He's like, I'm just going to check for any magic so that doesn't happen again. I just want a cup of tea and to sift through these bones.
Do any other hats appear as magic, Fizz?
Also, just to point out, we've got, as this is Beetle Grims, look, you get these giant encounter cards.
Nice.
Brr, brr, brr. Is it
That is very good.
And where can people get the Beetle and Grimm's Steel Edition Dragonlance from, Dave?
They can get them from beetleandgrims.com.
Nice, smooth. Smooth like whiskey out of a pewter mug.
That's right.
Where can they get whiskey from, Josh?
Well, you can get it from all over the place.
Isn't there a Beetle and Grimm's one?
Not that we're affiliated.
No, there isn't.
Not until they sell it in the
That's
UK.
a separate venture.
Yeah.
Isn't it not by the same guys, though?
Yeah, it's Matt Lillard, but until Matt Lillard sends me a bottle,
That's right.
we aren't promoting it.
That's right.
I feel like we should do a
I
Band of
could be
Badgers rum.
sipping that whiskey on every Maguire review video as well.
I'm hungry. I've got to have a penguin try.
Do the joke. Please read the joke. It's killing me that I know it's there.
Right. Hold on. I may have...
You've ripped it, haven't you?
I have ripped it, but it's okay. It's not okay because it's a crap joke. But how do penguins get around?
I know this one. Bicycle.
Correct. Well done. Shit joke of the week.
Does it get an inspiration point?
That shows the limited range of joke machine.
Anyway, Detect Magic.
Take the inspiration point away. Right. Go on, Em. What do you want to do?
Okay, as things are kind of dying down here, right? Because there's nothing else that we can visibly see in this room, right?
No, it's just in this chamber. So you've got several different. There are 4 exits in total from this room.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Fizz, and as I approach Fizz, I got my head kind of hanging to the ground. I'm looking kind of shameful.
Mm-hmm.
Fizz, I feel like I've feel like I got a little more tune of my mind, and I did I really attack you? Did I cause harm to you?
And I think in this moment, Fizz, who's gone to automatically detecting magic, which is a thing that he would do, Grom says that, and he turns to you, and he has these like silver and red magical misty eyes instead of his normal bright blues. And he's like, just smiles. He's like, yeah, but I don't think that was you. Let's have a quick look here, find somewhere to rest, and I can help. But you're okay, and I'm okay, and that's all that matters. How's your face?
Well, I guess my face feels all right. Jaw's a little sore, but I guess I'm just a little concerned that I'm not really sure what's. And I'll just kind of turn and sort of I'm mumbling to myself.
I can help.
But as you say that, I kind of trail off, and I go kind of over in this. I'm not going into this other area, but I kind of go over into this area right here.
Yeah, he would just watch you leave, and then carry on scouting the room and stuff.
And as I'm walking away, I'll kind of grasp my emblem and and say just to myself, kind of in my not audibly, just kind of in my own head. Here, I'm looking for your guidance. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, I'd never betray my friends. I need your help. So
You're on mute.
You stand there for a little while, and that's it. You don't hear a reply.
Anything else magical in this room?
No.
Is there a
Friend's
decent...
already jumped on the remains of the golem, and he's got his dagger out and he's digging out the gem eyes.
Yep. You can see that as since the magic that was coursing through the stone golem, they are just glass.
So,
That might come in handy.
First of all, you said Dragonborn head for the mannequin. However, until the Draconians came into this part of Kryn, we didn't know about them. Was that a slip of the GM tongue, or is there actually like Dragonborn heads here?
That is a slip of the GM tongue.
Okay. Second thing, how many skulls could I get out of these bones on the floor?
There's a handful of skulls.
Roll a d6 kind of thing, or roll a d100 kind of thing?
Roll a d6, and there are a certain number
Please don't be a one.
of adult-sized skulls. Okay,
I will take the 2 adult skulls, and he puts them in the bag.
Okay.
So Fizz, if I can just interrupt your grave robbing for just a moment.
Yeah.
I noticed something during that battle with the stone golem. I just want your opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Look, you see over here, and I'll usher Flynn out of the way slightly from his digging around trying to get these glass gems out of the eyeballs. Look, Fizz, on the creature's head, there's a symbol.
Oh.
And I've got the same symbol on my shield, and it's the one that I use when I want to cast some magic and freeze people in place. And it's the same symbol. Look, and it's I believe it's in giant, and it says stop.
This was from Ispen, wasn't it?
Yes.
Did he tell you where he got it from?
No. Because I didn't have the shield until after he was dead.
Yeah.
I don't think you reanimated Ispen's corpse, did you? So we couldn't really ask him.
I didn't know how to do that at the time, and they
Thank God for that. It's certainly been an entertaining funeral.
Genuinely fucking bursts out laughing and is like, "Oh, it really would be, wouldn't it? Oh, that sounds fun." Anyway, and then he starts like pouring through like his tome and through his spell book. Can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize any symbols and the magic that would be there, and if there's anything to it between the two symbols?
You can roll. Yep.
16.
No, you don't recognize them.
Does it seem more runic than language?
Yes.
They're runes.
Can you not read? Can you not read it?
No, because runes don't normally read like that. Usually it means a school, a type. It's the fact that you can read it as a word is impressive. And I'd like certainly to know more about that.
This one says stop, and that one, and I point to the other rune that I've got inscribed on the shield, says fire.
Interesting. I would only know those as magic symbols used in the incantations of transcribing, which is interesting if you can read them. If it's got stop written on the golem's forehead, did you just have to shout stop at it? Is that what you tried when you yelled yank earlier?
No, that was to activate the sword. That's a different magic. That's just a magic word. That wasn't the rune. I was going to ask for your aid in helping me maybe try and find some others, because if Ispen found them when he was out adventuring, then as part of my legacy, I'd like to inscribe some more runes on the shield, and then whoever takes it over after I'm gone might have even more power.
And there is
so if you see any of these symbols and you can find them by magical means, then please let me know.
Yeah, and there's a beaming smile on his face. He's like, I've never added an enchantment to anything before, but that sounds amazing, and I definitely would love to work with you on that. That would be incredible. And like you just see like the cogs turning, and he's like flicking pages in the book, and he's like, yeah. We need to help Grom first, Bo. If we can, I don't know if you want to rest here. I don't know if you want to go anywhere else, but give me time to transcribe a few runes of my own. And I think, and he will whisper to you, I think we can make Lilith a little less erratic.
Well, this room's got 4 entrances, so why don't we see what's in each of the rooms next door and see if we can find one that's got a dead end.
Yeah. Next time you feel like hitting me with a dwarf, please don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I will.
It's cool. It really hurt.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's nothing else of interest in here, Dave. No.
Nope.
No. Okay. I'll move up to. I think that's a little entrance, isn't it?
It is.
Where I've just put my token. Can I see anything inside there?
And I'll do the same thing. I'll hear that and I'll move down to this one and look inside.
Okay, so Grom, let's do you first, because while you were standing there, you can hear the sound of water.
I can hear water.
You can hear water, yeah.
Water.
I hear water over here. Is like a stream or like a waterfall?
We'll go back to Hawk, and then Hawk, as you step up and kind of appear. So we're gonna separate the team.
Only temporarily.
Only temporarily.
I'm just looking. I'm just.
Yeah. So let me do some pokery on the map.
Jiggery pokery.
Exactly. See if that works. Bum, bum, bum. Right. So we're gonna let's do Hawk first because we can bring it up.
I'll take 2 steps into the room. Look at it. So I assume I could see all the way down the end.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up on screen. Hold on. There you go. Bloop.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then.
So what you see is, again, it appears to be a structure from above, or whatever was above, has collapsed into this cavern. There are smashed barrels. There is shelving. There are shards of coloured glass. Clutter the entire chamber. Like every step, if you take another step where you are, the floor is covered with glass. Mm-hmm. And at the back, you can see there is a staircase that once led up, but is now led upwards, but is now blocked by rubble. So this is the remains of what once was a wine cellar.
Are those like seats there?
They are. They're not seats. They are shelving. Think
wine racks.
IKEA
Yeah.
wine racks.
Okay.
There you go.
Is there any? Is the floor entirely covered in glass, or is it just like in piles in places? And
it's in piles in places. It's been smashed, and like the bones in the previous room, stuff has been moved around. For however, again, this is how long has this been here? It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Right. In that case, I'll quickly poke my head back through the entrance and say, "Guys, I think I found somewhere where we could get Fizz's cup of tea. There's a room here, and it doesn't look like it's got any other entrances or exits." And then I'll go back.
Do you want me to check it for magic this time?
Yeah, good idea, Fizz.
I will come up with detect magic on, and I will start walking ahead of Flynn.
Okay. There is you detect no magic energies in this room.
Clear.
This house is clear.
I'll retrieve Grum. Grum was in the other room, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking down this other area.
Okay, so Jorg, you want to partner up with Grom? Might make it easier.
Yeah, I'll just move down towards Grom, intending to collect him to take him back to the other room because he may not have heard Flynn.
Okay, so Grom, what you see in this room? I'll move these around. Bring this back up on the screen for you. There we go. So what you can see is that. I like the way the music just did that perfect. So this chamber transitions from natural stone to walls and floor of what appears to be worked marble blocks. So this is not like the previous cave. This bottom has been shaped. The passage appears to tilt down to kind of the south corner, the southwest corner. And you can see on the wall there is a carving which depicts a dragon that's in flight, and it goes all the way across the wall. Now half of the dragon's body is submerged in dark water, and you can see it kind of goes off into that little corridor at the back there, but that's just in darkness. It goes around the corner and then just straight into darkness, but that is completely flooded. It goes right up to what appears to be the sloped ceiling. What do you wish to do?
I'll turn around and look over my shoulder. I'll just kind of move in a little bit. Jorg, what do you make of that?
I don't know. I don't know at all. I mean, I guess the flooding is not part of the whole setup, but the dragon, I don't understand at all.
And this dragon is just carved on the wall, right?
It's part of the wall. It's a carved-in mural, and it's the entire length of the wall, all the way around as it juts out, different corners and stuff. But it disappears under the water.
Okay. Any type of history? Can I do a history check on this?
You can try.
Come on. Give me that.
You got this.
Give it to me. Not too bad. 22 on the history check.
It doesn't depict. You can't tell because remember, dragons for all of you are things from myth. It's from stories and tellings, but it is from another age. This is a proper dragon. A dragon which is flying. It's not the dragonal that you've seen, which is, they use as a horse. This is an adult, giant-sized dragon. But that's all. You don't know. It's stone in color, so you don't know anything about what dragons might look like. Differences between a red and a blue, the facial features, for example. So yeah, that's it. It's a dragon, a thing of myth.
So when we was in the catacombs below Calaman, we learnt about the Dragonlance, and that he went off he went somewhere with the Dragonlance. Did he kill? I can't remember if he killed a dragon. But I've also got written in my notes, head to the city of lost names far to the north, to the site of Lord Soth's disgrace. And Lord Soth's disgrace was something to do with Xanaz Salamar, wasn't it? Did we figure out that he was something to do with Lord Soth?
Yep. So you had there was a knight called Salamir.
Salamir, yeah, Xanaz Salamir.
That was the one who was buried in disgrace underneath Calaman Castle, and
that's the one whose cauldron I'm wearing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the place was filled and showed you memories.
Yes.
Out of this kind of chaos fire, or the cataclysmic fire. Doesn't mean that it's connected to this particular picture.
No, but they travelled somewhere and they
somewhere.
had a great battle, and it's
Yes,
where they travelled and had a great battle. The only link that I've got to that is a note I've got written down that says that we're to head for the city of lost names, which is far to north, to the site of Lord Soth's disgrace, because they went somewhere and weren't they up high or something?
Yeah.
When they were fighting. And then I can't remember if did the lance get broken? Did we see that part in the Chaos Fire?
The lance was disgraced.
Disgraced, right?
So the magic was removed from the lance, which is why everything's just rusted away.
Okay.
Where are the others?
Oh, Finn found a room that was there was only one way in and one way out. So we were talking about having a rest, recover, that sort of thing.
Cup of tea.
It makes sense. Okay, well, maybe we could go. Maybe we could go over there, but I'd like to come back to this room, and there's something about this room. I feel it. Maybe we come back here.
Yeah, we'll come back, and we'll bring Fizz because he may know something.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, I'll turn and start to walk towards the other room.
Can we
can we move one of the book rickety IKEA wine racks in front of the door?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
I was actually going to recommend that.
Okay, we'll do that.
Now on the same wavelength. I'll go over there and help whoever trying to scoot that thing in front of the door.
That's fine. You can drag one over into the only entrance into this chamber. That's fine. What would you like?
Sorry, I was just going to say, then we'll have a good rummage around in the room, see if there is anything of use, especially any unbroken bottles of wine.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
And then Fizz will sit down. He'll clear a patch down here. He takes out the book, and he rubs his hand over the 3 red, white, and black gemstones as he begins to thumb through the pages. And you start to see the runes and everything. And sometimes they glow. Sometimes the pages move on their own. Sometimes he just waves a hand over it and things change. But he gets to what wasn't the center of the book. It looked like it was towards the back. Then all of a sudden, it just seems like it's the center of the book, and it's blank paged. And he holds his hand above it as silver, red, and black threads begin to fall from his hand like a mist that then turns into ink that hits the page. And he spends the next few hours muttering to himself, and he speaks in different languages. And eventually, you watch as all of those different colors, the 3 different, the red, the silver, and the black, create circles of magic and runes. They all glow gold and come off the page and then lock back into the page and it sounds like a heavy ting as they transcribe themselves onto the page. If we're going to take a long rest here, I will say that is during the course of the 8 hours.
Okay, you can take a long rest if you want to take a long rest.
And then when we're at that point, he looks towards Grom and then says, "I've got it. Sit. Come, sit."
I'll approach him slowly and just sit down. All right, Fizz. Here I am.
You're really, really connected with Lilith, which is amazing. And I want to see that relationship grow in a positive way. But you're a healer and I'm not. But I can see traces of magic in things that maybe need healing. And I think I found it. And if you'd let me, if you would keep hold of Lilith, I'm going to hopefully help you understand her some more.
I'll kind of pull the axe out, kind of look at it, set it down on my lap. I think that'd be all right for you. Just take a look.
I don't even think I need to hold it. You can keep hold of it. And
I'll definitely keep a hold of it, Fizz. But
yeah. And then he just looks at you, and his eyes go black. And then the entire room seems to get darker as he, sitting cross-legged on the floor, levitates slightly, and things like his cloak and the Cognasti shroud that he's got of leaves begin to flutter and waver like a cape in a strong wind, and the runes come up off the pages and then start to glow in like purples and blues and greens and pink and black, and then they appear around Grom and they turn ever so slightly as they go round, and he just begins to mutter. And over the next minute or so, as this power grows, it eventually stops, and all of the runes around you go out, and he just gently falls back to the ground on his butt. And I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Well done. There's no saving on that.
No. If that was cursed, that should be gone now.
Yeah. So Grom, the Remove Curse succeeds. Grom, you immediately feel like the tether that was there, this leash that was between you and that axe, that over time, especially recently, it'd be growing tighter and tighter and like shorter and shorter, especially with what happened recently, is immediately gone. Almost like you unexpectedly, the elastic band snapped and you feel freer than you did before. The axe is still an axe. You can still use it as an axe, but the curse has been lifted. And I will give Fizz inspiration for that. Well done.
Hey.
Well told.
Well done.
That.
do I feel when this connection is broke, do I feel a sense of relief? Do I feel
Yes, it's not, you're not angry by it at all. There is a sudden understanding, like, oh, from that, and you kind of go past in your memories, battle after battle after battle that you've been in since you laid hands on that axe, and you were immediately attracted to that axe. And over that first night where you've become attuned to it, it wasn't so much that you were becoming attuned to the axe, but more so that the axe found its way to leach inside you, to latch on to the negative parts of you. So as soon as that's been lifted by Fizz, boom, there is a sudden realization, a clarity of what have I done.
as I feel this, I'll just be looking down at the ground, and I've got a massive wave of like grief that washes over me, and it turns to anger. And I think to myself, why would you allow this, Kiri? How How can I be your champion if you're not watching over me? And why would you allow this? Why would you allow my mind to be poisoned?
If you're expecting an answer, you don't get one.
Sometimes, Grum, you're a champion because you're the one that makes the hard decisions. You're the one that walks the hard path. If Kiri had allowed you to just shrug off the effects of whatever happened, and I don't understand it. I'm not someone who's versed in magic, but you wouldn't be her champion. You'd be her puppet. Strength comes from making bad decisions and then dealing with the consequences to overcome the challenges and the problems and to move forwards, not to be protected from them. We don't learn anything from never making a mistake. And you can all have 9 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, inspirational. Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
Were you looking for wine bottles?
Yeah, looking for bottles of wine or any other items in the room that could be useful.
During the time, everyone's taking a long rest. So during this time, Fizz has removed Curse from the axe. Yorg has been standing watch. Hawk has been, also while you're resting, sifting through the wine bottles, trying to find something. Roll 2d4.
Ooh.
I would have also made tea for everybody with my mess tins and rations and stuff. Some small little fire, magical fire, little, probably like a black tea.
2 3s.
Okay, you find 6, because that's what 2 3s add up to. You find 6.
It is in this world.
Unbroken bottles.
Oh. Do they
which
have
appears
labels
to be nothing. You can't. Okay, you can read out bits. Everything is deteriorated. I mean, it's just like a paper label, that kind of thing. You can work out that it does say something along the lines of Istaria, and the liquid inside.
Why does that name ring a bell?
They are blue wine. It is a blue liquid.
It's Romulan ale. How many were those? 6.
6.
6 bottles of blue wine.
Bit like the blue milk from Star Wars.
Excellent.
Are we?
So are you taking those?
Yeah, I'll put them in my backpack. I'll open one of them and give it a sniff.
It doesn't smell good.
All right, keep them anyway. Cork it back up. Stick it in the backpack.
I will tell you, just for banking reasons, each bottle has a value of 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Apart from that one, because you rented it now.
If only there was some sort of shopkeeper around.
Yeah.
We might as well have had that in bas relief in the other room, because they're more mythical than bloody dragons.
Yeah, open all hours. Just over there with his apron. With a broom.
I just by magic, the shopkeeper
Big
appeared.
massive dragon.
Yeah.
4 candles. So, what did you guys find? He would have asked over the past 8 hours.
I'll show Fizz one of the bottles, the one that I opened. I'll show him it. Say, do you recognise any of this? young Fizz, my lad.
Oh no, that once drinking was enough for me. Jorg, though, and Grom, what did you find? Because you went to a different room.
Yeah, there's totally a dragon carved into the wall in the other room. It's massive. It goes
It's
all the way
water.
around.
Awesome.
Water. I'd like to actually maybe go into that pool and see if we can see anything under the water. Looked like part of the carving went under the water, so I'd like to investigate that a little further.
Happy to help in any way I can.
Well, you've helped quite a bit this evening, Fizz. I'd like to thank you for what you've done.
You don't need to thank me. You're my friend. I just spat everywhere. But another tooth falls out. You don't need to thank me. You guys have helped me out loads, and I'm just, as horrible as this adventure is, happy to be here with you guys. And if we're going underwater, I think there's a pirate over here who might be able to help us.
Oh, I'm used to going on the water, but not under it. No, I'm good at swimming. Yeah, are we gonna? So I assume we've rested for the 8 hours and we've like woken up the next day type thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 8 hours later, I should say. Yeah. So are we going to look at this other room with the dragon on the wall and the water?
Yeah. Because there's that way to go, and then there's one other way out of the room, which was to the north. So we let's go to the dragon first. If there's no way through the water, then we have one more exit to investigate.
Yep. So I'll go down there, and you see Flynn go into the room, and he's like looking at the water. And then he gets down just at the edge of it, and he sniffs it.
What is it,
Does
boy?
it smell like? Does it smell like salty water at all, Dave? Does it smell like seawater, or does it smell like fresh water?
It is not seawater, and it is not fresh.
Yeah, so it's a bit manky. So don't be filling your canteens for this stuff, boys.
Yeah, all you can see there's ripples in the water. So it's there's obviously running water from somewhere, and it's just slowly lapping up on this, let's say, bank, because it's kind of angled downwards. So it's slowly lapping, but ever so slightly. It's not waves of stuff.
And is it an off colour?
It's dark in this room anyway. It's pretty. It's not clear. It's not clear water. I would say there's a tint of mud in it. It hasn't kind of settled.
Could I send a white set of dancing lights, like, thump, 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 and then they'll silently like move into the water? It's almost like they don't even create a ripple; they just cross the event horizon and then hope it will light up underneath.
Yep, it helps. You can see the rest of the tiling down there. There is still I'll bring it up on screen again. So the stone floor is intact. It is proper stone flooring. It's all cut and square, not like the rocks you were with before.
So, does it look like the southwest corner of the room because it's sloped? Is it collapsed in that corner, or is it supposed to slope down into that corner?
Is this a swimming pool?
Yeah. So you can't tell.
Okay.
All you can tell is this corridor, this room, whatever this used to be, carries on around the corner.
Okay. Should we wade in, see how deep it gets, and see if there is a way round? Might only get waist deep.
I could also make the boat again, and we can.
So up to this. So I was on the wrong screen. Up to this point here, that is now up to the ceiling. So to go around here and around the corner,
You have to submerge yourself.
You've got to go underwater in the
Okay.
dark. So take a light with you if you can.
Okay, so unless anyone feels like swimming, we should probably go the other way. But what do you make of the dragon, Fizz?
Is there any check I can do on the murals on the wall?
It's entirely up to you. You can try a history check. I will say it's there for decoration.
Yeah, I'll give it a history check anyway. 17.
No, pretty much the same as what Grom had already kind of explained before.
Yeah.
It's an adult dragon in flight. Now you have only really heard about these in myths.
Yeah. I mean, even back on Sandcrest in the forests, it's dragons are myth. The language of dragons is something that I think has been passed down through generations and stuff. But it seems to just be art. I think there's a dog in there though. Weird noises.
It's a little dragon.
I don't know if it means anything. I don't know. Sorry. To the north?
To the north.
Hi.
Door to the north.
You sure?
North.
You sure? You don't want to go in the dark, scary water around the corner?
Half of me wants to go in the dark, scary water.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering that York isn't that great in water, is he?
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk out of the room. I'm gonna wade into the water until I can duck my head under. And I will cast light on my axe and I will hold it out. And I will open my eyes underwater. What do I see?
You're fine. So while you're submerged there, the water is murky in places. You can see dirt and sand and mud just slowly filtering around in the water, kind of pushed with the ripple backwards and forwards. The tunnel, as I said, so at a point, the water reaches the ceiling, and then it becomes a tunnel around the corner.
Okay, so I can't see light coming down in the water from like a distance.
No, you had Fizzes put some light balls in there. He's got his
Send them
bath
round
disco
people.
balls, and they're giving you light. So you can see pretty well. You can see the floor and the shapes of the walls and the angles.
But I can't
to
see how
physically look
far
around
the
it.
water goes before I
No.
can come up again.
You have to go. Yeah, you have to go.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go for it first, and then come back.
All right. I'll bring my head up above water. Kind of shake off a little bit.
The long hair goes everywhere.
Holy shit.
I can't, I can't see where it goes. There's definitely a tunnel under there that goes around the corner, but I don't know how long we'd have to swim.
I don't know how well rats swim. I could go as Pope, but at least it saves us from drowning.
You can't conjure any other animals, can you, Fizz?
It would take me some time to dispel Hope and then reconjure her into another form. I can do it, but we'd lose time.
Okay.
It's the best I can offer you.
Do we have any sense of where this water is coming from? Like, was this naturally flooded? Was it like purposefully flooded? Do we have any sense of that? Just basically looking around.
I don't think you have any idea.
It's toss of a coin. We go through the water, or we go north.
I think for me, the problem is that if there was a god, like a god mode person, let's call them a GM, and they were like, "Are you sure? Do you really not? You sure you want to go that way?" I would see that as a 50-50 bait thing, because I would love to go.
Does anyone have any strong desire to go through the water?
On a personal note, I want to go through the water.
Yeah.
Then let's
Based on
go through the
Based
water.
on our
Let's go through the water.
situation, like more than likely, I couldn't see the character wanting to do this, but
I'm happy either way.
I would suggest that Flynn or myself go first, and I'm not a swimmer. I am just going to drag myself along the bottom, but I can probably hold my breath for a fair while, at least enough to find out whether the tunnel is open to get through to whatever is at the other side. So it's tie a rope round whoever goes first waist. They go through 2 tugs when they're on the other side and it's clear, and then we just take it in turns.
I think that's a good idea.
Just
Flynn,
2 tugs.
you're a great swimmer.
That's all it takes.
Right.
I'm so glad I turned out tonight to just fuel your double entendres.
Maverick is asking, are we lancing today? Yes, we are.
It's
We are.
Thursday. It's the new Lance.
Yeah.
It's Lance Thursday.
Lance Thursday.
Guys, I've got a little trick which will help us if we're going underwater, but it does mean that you're going to have to empty out your water skin. What you do is basically you blow up your water skin, stopper it, and then when you're under the water, if you start to feel like you need to breathe, you just breathe the air out the water skin, and it'll make you last longer.
That's actually really smart.
That's a great idea, Flynn.
Well, you learn a lot on the ship. Yeah.
It's a good
Especially
idea.
when you should go over the edge and retrieve his fucking sword because he's pissed one night.
And for sharing that with the group, you get inspiration, Hawk.
Hey! Thank you.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great
It doesn't have to be a water skin. It could be a flask. I've got some empty flasks.
Could be a wine bottle.
Could be a wine bottle.
But they're worth 200 gold pieces, so we're not.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
That's
We're
Flynn
packing
over the
them up
corner,
really
like,
nice.
pop
In
the
Jeff's
cork
backpack.
out of each one.
Take out all his other crap.
Yeah.
Magic items out of the thing, 200 pieces of older wine.
You get the bedroll. That's 3 bottles in the middle.
We could retire off that right now. We could fuck the war off, go move to a different part of the world, and be like, you know what? Fuck Kryn.
Let's just leave the
Pay
planet.
for a dimension jump to a different dimension.
If only there was some sort of establishment you could go to trade this stuff in for coin.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah. If it's
Nobody's
something
thought of
like
that.
There's
We
no
could do it.
shops on
We could
Kryn.
do
We
it.
know that.
We could do it. Be our
All right, I'm gonna-
legacy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get start getting a rope out, and I'll walk over to Flynn. Well,
Yep.
you ready?
Yep. So I've got more than one water skin, so I'll empty one of them and I'll inflate it with air and stopper it up, just in case. And
Make a note of that somewhere for me, please.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay,
This'll
and
do
then right before Flynn goes down, I'll be holding the rope, and I'll put my hand on the back of his shoulder. Now be careful now.
I thought Grom was going first, but Flynn is Flynn. You going first?
Well, I
I'll
thought
go
Flynn
first.
was the swimmer. He was going to take the rope,
Yeah.
and I was just holding. I'm just.
Well,
holding the rope.
Yeah, we might not have to swim from what you said, but I'll go first. That's fine.
Okay.
So I'll tie the rope around myself.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast resistance on you right before you go first, which will give you one. What does that do? Saving throw. You can add a D4 to the number of a saving throw of your choice.
Thank you kindly. And I'll wade into the
So-
water.
Are you leaving your backpack behind? Are you stripping off?
No, I mean, because I don't even know if I need to swim yet. So, I mean, I'm going to check it out first. I'm going to go as far as I can without the need to swim. And then if I need to swim, I'll come back and make a decision.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. So I'll go in.
Okay.
Down there.
So
And I'm
hold
just
up.
standing here
So-
holding the rope.
you
And I'll
get
stand the
to,
lights with you.
you get
Fizz,
to
can you
here,
make
to
one of
this
your lights
position.
follow me?
There's a light.
Awesome.
So you get to this point, and this here you can reach up to the wall here,
Yeah.
and then it's like the swimming pool. There's the side of the swimming pool there. Underneath this is water, so you can bob up and down, take a breath, like in Poseidon. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then we're going under the water, and
Yep.
you
Do that.
are gonna,
Take several deep breaths before I go down.
and then you go in and you go around the corner. Okay.
Please be a
Happy
shark.
with that?
Please be a shark.
Yep.
Okay, so for this bit, Fizz, Grom, and Yorg, could you take your headphones off, please, or mute the sound? And when we come back, I'll do this, and we'll come back. Okay?
Okay, I'm muting now.
Yeah. So you're good, yeah. Okay. So, Hawk, as you swim into this tunnel, pretty much almost immediately as you go in, you swim in there. You can see that there's been a collapse in the tunnel. There's rocks of all shapes and sizes piled straight up to the top, but there are some gaps. So if you go up to the stone, you can see, oh, I can move some stone, and you can see that there is a much bigger chamber on the other side, and there is the water only goes up so high. You can see as you're angling around the stone, you can see that there is a top of the water, and the light that's around you is flickering on that. All you've got to do is squeeze through this wall. What do
Can
you
I
want to do?
move anything to make it wider?
You can move it, yeah. You can move some stones, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'll move some stones out the way, just enough for like, I'm pretty big, so if I can get through it, then everyone possibly apart from Yorg will be able to get through it. But I'll move enough stones to get through it, and then I'll go through and go up to the surface.
Okay. So as you get through, put your head first, your arms, your head, and then your waist. As you start to push through, you're kind of sideways on, trying to fit through. The stones above you collapse down. Okay, and you are trapped by your waist, underwater. You've got your head, your arms, and the light is on one side. The rope around your waist and your legs are on the side with Grom. Okay.
Can
We're going to go to the others first, and we're going to bring them back in.
Gonna say, all right.
All right. So hush, hush. Okay, everyone.
Okay, I'm back now.
Okay, everyone's back.
Yep.
Yorg, are you back? Okay, you're on mute, but you're back.
I'm
Okay.
back. I'm back.
Cool. Everyone's back. Right. So. I was just reading comments in chat. No one give the secret away. Anyway, so
You was signing quite a bit there.
I know what I was trying
Yeah.
to, but some of it I was doing on purpose because I was talking to Jeff, and I was saying, "There's a shark. There's a shark." But yeah, we'll wait and see.
I did get one bit from. I looked up and read what you said as you went like this.
That's the Superman.
We all come back and then he says, and then we'll pick that up next time.
Yeah, I was expecting that when he went round the corner. I was expecting that, and we'll find out what happens next week.
Yeah.
No, we got a little bit more time. Grom,
Yep.
what do you wish to do? You see Flynn. He's bobbing next to you. He takes a breath.
He goes down.
He goes down.
I'm just gonna
he
hold
disappears
the
around
rope.
corner.
And I'm gonna continue to give slack as he
Yep.
pulls against it. I'm just gonna let it kind of go freely, but I'm still holding the rope.
Okay. After about 10 feet or so, as a guess, as an estimate, it goes slack.
Okay. All I'll pull it to where it's like taunt, and then I'll just kind of give it a little bit of a tug, like, you okay? Like
it's still there. The rope goes taut, and you can feel that there's some resistance.
Okay, I'll give it a little tug.
Nothing happens.
I'll turn and I'll turn.
Yeah.
I'll turn and I'll look at Jorg. He's not giving any signal back.
Is there any?
Stop moving?
Is there any additional disturbance to the water, like a pulse?
Yeah, like is the rope like moving at all, or is it just?
There's nothing happening apart from the water, apart from what Grom is now moving around, so he's making extra waves.
Okay, so the rope is not feeding forwards anymore.
Correct.
No.
Has he given the 2 tugs?
No, he's not responding, and I'll do the just 2 little tiny back. Do I receive anything?
Nothing.
I'll wade into the water and grab the end of the rope, and I'll start pulling.
And that is where we'll leave it, and we'll find out what happens in the next session.
Time to go rewatch the end of that.
Nice.
That's fine. You can watch it. That's fine.
So I did look up, and I lit bread. As you went like this, it grabs you round the waist.
You have to go back, as Ian says. Yeah, go watch the episode.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to know.
No, fuck your views.
Look, but we need the fuse, damn it.
You got to see
Just
how
watch
long
the first
Hawk
5
can,
minutes. I think that counts.
Hawk can
Of course,
hold his breath,
if you
breath
did
for
want to watch it,
2
you
weeks.
can always head to youtube.com/badgers.
You can do.
Anybody else wants to watch
And
it?
if you missed any previous ones, you can catch up.
And now that Flynn is wet, he can dry off with a towel from the Badgers merch. Did you know we do bath towels?
Specifically, so that you can wipe
We have towels
the
now?
patches all over your genitals.
Because it's like a nice big hug from me or Steve, whatever you're into.
Big naked hug.
What we should do is get one of your onesies. Get a
An
Band of
hoodie.
Badgers onesie.
A Band of Badgers hoodie we need. That's what we need.
Yeah, it's like a
Although
blanket.
it does look like, so Ian, he's got your poncho onesie thingy fleast. But Steve,
It's an
for some
hoodie.
reason, Steve looks like he's wearing like a fox onesie. He's got the orange and the white chest,
North hoodie.
or maybe a squirrel or something like that. I'm not sure what he's into.
Do you know? Do you remember the Super Mario character, Super Mario 3, when it turn into the squirrel?
Yeah.
The raccoon or whatever it was.
I don't know why they're acting like it's cold.
Unlike you lot, who are really poor and stuck in your houses, me and Steve, we have to like go down out into the garden, down to the other end of the estate, get into our sheds, and then
the crack den.
Yeah.
oh, my God. Wish it was a crack, then it might make me some money.
Through the whorehouse.
Now,
And with that, we will see you. Cheers for the game, guys. But we're going to go there. Right, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Let's find out if he can hold his breath that long. Till then, bye.
Bye.